Hey there, creatures of the frost and fiends of the night, and welcome back to Cafe Crashdown, your haunted hideaway where the snow may fall, but the scares never stop. I'm Kayla, your guide to all things grim and ghoulish, and today we are diving into my top 5 Shudder Picks for January. The air is frosty, the nights are long, and that wind, ooh, it's howling like it's got a ghost story to tell. Whether you're wrapped in a cozy blanket with a mug of cocoa or braving the icy winds to grab snacks, there's no better time to hunker down with some sinister cinema. And where better to get your horror fix than Shudder, the streaming haven for horror fans like us. But before we dive into the picks, let me tell you about something truly thrilling, a haunting journey that's calling your name. Now, if you're anything like me, you don't just want to watch spooky stories, you want to actually live them. That's why I'm so excited to share this with you. Our friends at Mysterious Adventures Tours have conjured up the ultimate haunted experience, a 10-day trip through Prague and the Czech Republic. This isn't just any trip, it's a journey into the heart of Europe's most supernatural destinations. Just imagine it, exploring shadowy castles, mysterious alchemy labs, and ghostly landmarks that have been shrouded in legends for centuries. And guiding you through all of it? Well, none other than Grant and Rihanna Wilson from Ghost Hunters. Let me paint a picture for you. In Prague, you'll step into the eerie world of alchemy. You'll also glide along the Devil's Channel on the hauntingly beautiful river cruise. Huska Castle awaits with its sinister lore. It's said to be built over a literal gateway to hell. So trust me, the atmosphere alone is enough to give you chills. Then there's Locket Castle, where the ghostly echoes of its dark past seem to linger in every stone. But it's not just about the hauntings. You'll also dive into the folklore, have some beer tastings, and visit places like the Church of St. George. That's now super iconic. You can see it all the time on Instagram. It's the one that is filled with all the ghostly sculptures that makes it feel like you're stepping into another realm. Oh, and here's the best part. I will be your tour director. That means not only do you get expert paranormal guides like Grant and Rihanna, but you'll also get to hang out with me as we explore the darkest corners of Prague and beyond. And because you're part of the Cafe Crashdown crew, you get an exclusive discount. Use the code CRASHHUB100 at checkout to save $100 on this once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Don't miss this. This is one trip you're going to be talking about for years. You can check out all the details at mysteriousAdventurestours.com, and I can't wait to see you there. Now that we've set the mood with tales of the haunted castles and ghostly legends of Prague, let's jump into my top 5 Shudder Picks for January. These films are perfect for the season, chilling in every sense of the word, so grab your spiked cocoa, dim the lights, and let's dive in. Let's get started with a howl. Literally, The Wolfman isn't just a classic, it's the foundation of the modern werewolf horror. Lon Chaney Jr. gives a deeply emotional performance as Larry Talbot, a man struggling with a curse that turns him into a beast under the full moon. The film is more than just a monster movie, it's a tragic tale of a man battling his inner demons and the weight of destiny. The eerie visuals, foggy forests, shadow-drenched manors perfectly set the stage for this timeless story of lycanthropy. Wow, I always struggle saying that. And with a strong supporting cast, including Claude Rains and Bela Lugosi, the movie feels rich with atmosphere and emotional depth. If you haven't seen it yet, or it's been a while, then this is the perfect winter watch. Grab a blanket, dim the lights, and let the iconic howl of the wolf lead you into the shadows. If you've ever wondered what Paranoia feels like in sub-zero temperatures, then The Thing is your answer. John Carpenter's masterpiece drops us into the heart of Antarctica, where a group of researchers uncovers an alien entity that can mimic its victims perfectly. The film's genius lies in its slow-burning tension. Every scene is filled with dread as the characters and the audience struggle to figure out who's human and who's been, well, compromised. And those practical effects, they're legendary. The creature designs are grotesque, visceral, and unforgettable, from the splitting dog head to the infamous blood test scene. What makes The Thing an essential winter horror movie isn't just the icy setting, it's the atmosphere. You feel the isolation, the desperation, and the biting cold right alongside with the characters. A true masterpiece that's impossible to forget. A recent gem on Shudder, Azrael is a stark and haunting film that's set in a world where silence is survival. The unsettling, desolate environment creates a chilling backdrop for this tale of fear and resilience. The story centers on Azrael, a young woman who has escaped imprisonment from a devout female-led community. In the world, making any noise is a death sentence as it attracts deadly creatures that lurks in the darkness. When Azrael is recaptured, she is set to be sacrificed to an ancient evil in the wilderness, but she is not ready to give up without a fight. The tension in Azrael is almost unbearable as the characters navigate a world where silence isn't just a matter of peace, it's the difference between life and death. The film expertly mixes suspenseful moments with a haunting atmosphere where every sound becomes a threat and every movement feels like it could be their very last. This film stands out for its emotional storytelling, blending survival horror with deep personal stakes. Azrael's fight for freedom and survival feels both desperate and deeply human, making it a must-watch for fans of atmospheric, edge-of-your-seat kind of horror. Next up, we have Oddity, a 2024 Irish horror film written and directed by Damien McCarthy. The supernatural thriller follows a psychic medium who is drawn to the site of her sister's brutal murder, where she attempts to uncover the truth behind the crime. As she delves deeper, she experiences eerie visions and encounters that blur the line between the supernatural and her unraveling psyche. Oddity builds a creeping sense of dread, using its isolated locations and chilling sound design to heighten tension. The slow-burning narrative keeps you guessing, with the medium's obsession driving her to confront malevolent forces tied to her sister's death. The lead performance is absolutely captivating, as the character's emotional journey anchors the story's eerie atmosphere. And what makes Oddity stand out is its focus on psychological horror, creating unease without relying on jump scares. It's a suspenseful, haunting film that will keep you at the edge, while with a satisfying but open-ended conclusion that lingers long after the credits. Last Straw is an intense, heart-pounding slasher that grips you from the very first frame and doesn't let go. Set in a remote rural diner, the film follows a young waitress caught in the middle of a small-town killing spree. As the violence escalates, the diner becomes the last place for survival. The tension is thick in this one, and with every passing moment building towards a brutal confrontation. The night is long and terror's relentless as the waitress, who initially seems like an unlikely hero, must dig deep to fight for her life against this relentless killer on the rampage. What really makes Last Straw stand out is its raw intensity and focus on the psychological toll of survival. The film does an excellent job of mixing classic slasher tropes with the more grounded survivalist approach. The diner becomes its own character, a claustrophobic, unforgiving place where trust is scarce and danger is imminent at every turn. Fans of gritty, edge-of-your-seat horror will find Last Straw a thrilling watch, with its relentless pace and suspenseful, nerve-wracking scenes that will keep you on the edge of your seat until the final bloody moments. And mark your calendars for January 24th, because on Shudder, Grafted is coming. This body horror masterpiece dives deep into the horrors of genetic experimentation, blending grotesque visuals with a chilling storyline. If you're a fan of David Cronenberg style horror, this one is definitely for you. And that's a wrap on my top 5 Shudder picks for January. From werewolves to cosmic horror to icy isolation, this list has everything you need to keep your winter spooky. But I definitely need to know, which one of these are you the most excited about or that you're going to check out? Have you a favorite winter horror pick that you want to add to the list? Definitely let me know in the comments. I'm always on the hunt for more dark delights. And if you had a blast hanging out today, don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss any creepy content. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Cafe Crashdown for even more spooky shenanigans. Stay frosty, stay spooky, and as always, keep the horror alive. I'll see you next time, my ghouls and gals. Take care.